What's up, guys? So, yesterday my son learned how to ride a bike, and I was shocked because he learned it on his first lesson. So, I realized he did such a good job, and I had made a bet with him that if he could go at the end of the lesson riding on his own, I would give him some Robux. Actually, $20. And he was like, "No, I'd rather have some Robux." And I was like, really? Like, you're gonna pick cash over that? So it made me think, like, what is it about this game that is making kids want that instead of cash? Because when I was a kid, I wanted cash, right? And I went and asked on all my social media platforms if their kids asked for Robux versus cash, like what is it? Here are some of the responses that came in, and you can see like a lot of parents agreed with this. And I'm like, I taught my son how to chart Roblox about a year ago, and I was thinking, I wonder where it's at. And let me educate these parents because as we're putting money into this platform, we're helping this company grow. And if kids continue to make this viral, it's probably going to do well as a stock. So I wanted to revisit the Roblox chart. I have not charted it or anything like that. And I wanted to do that with you guys to see if this is a possible good investment. It's always important to think about the stuff that you utilize on a daily basis when you're considering investing. And again, it's not financial advice, but I want to say this is like common sense. Like if I go to Target, I better make some money off of my Target stock shares or trading stock options with it. I just think that it needs to make sense. And this is why I love trading stocks and stock options. So let's take a look at it and see if there's a possible opportunity for us to take advantage of. On the monthly right now, and we can see where we pretty much hit an all-time low. Now, what's great about this is that we did have a nice double bottom here where the market is starting to push off. Look at market structure. We've already identified the overall pattern, but I need to see if there are going to be any levels of support or resistance that this ticker is going to have to fight through in order to give me what I want from an investment perspective. We can see that there's a really nice resistance area here, and I'm going to notate that. Now, if you follow my free course, we're going to do the line chart, and we're just going to look for areas that have the most touches, and I'm going to identify that as my weekly level. Now I'm going to go back to candles to see if I need to make any adjustments, because a line chart is only going to show you the close of the candle. It's not going to show the wicks and where price attempted to go. All right, so I think that we need to adjust this, in my opinion. I don't like the candle slipping through. And for me, when that happens, that invalidates that area and means that I could be manipulated with my trades on smaller time frames. So we're going to bring this up to get a little bit more of like respect to it. And look at now where I have a resistance, a resistance, resistance. So you see how perfectly it hits, and we only have a little bit of slippage here, but that's okay. I always look for like 2 to 3 touches. So I know that if that pushes up, this is going to be an ideal area where I'm either going to decide if I need to take my profits, because every single time it's hit that area, it goes down. Now we had an area where it slipped out, and who knows, the more times a level is touched, it starts to lose its integrity and the market eventually breaks through it. So it's like someone that never gives up, no matter how long it takes, eventually it's going to break through that area. That's how I want you to look at it. Now, if you are a pattern trader, you can see where we have a inverted head and shoulders. And the distance between your head to your neckline is going to be essentially the move that you want for the pattern to be completed. So we call this a measured move, all right? So the distance from neckline to head is going to be our ideal take profit. Now, you are not really too focused on this until price breaks and retests. Like you want it to sit there, break above that level, hold and retest, and make sure we don't get like a manipulation like this, but you want to see if you can get that confirmation of that, okay? Now, that's going to let you know that that pattern has a pretty high probability of playing out. Keep in mind, this is the daily chart, so this would take a while for it to play out. The last time that it made a move like that, just as big, it took 102 days. So again, we're looking at this from an investment perspective. What I'm going to do is I would basically make an alert here and notify myself to buy if breaks, right? And obviously I got to wait for my retest, I got to wait for my confirmations, I got to wait for all of that. So I got to make sure that I am getting a continuation in the trend. If we look at market structure right here, you can see where you have your break and your retest, and it's attempting to shoot up. So really, really nice. If we draw our trend line here as well, bam, we have that. What I'm looking for is this area here. I am highly interested in this area. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be patient and wait. This means I may have to pay about $2 to $3 more per share because it's going to be higher. So that is something that you have to take into consideration when you're trading. Then go ahead, if you're not as advanced, just do a line chart and do the same method, you guys. Look for an area that has the most hits. Remember, this only shows the candle close. It does not show the whole body. Convert back to candles and see if you can get something a little bit cleaner. Now we know that if we get in at 47.64 area, our first level of where we believe the market is, moving the way we want is going to be $53.16. If we break that, we're going to repeat the same thing and we're going to look for continuations of market structure so that we know that we're moving in the direction that we want, or we can analyze how the market is reacting to that area and determine if we want to exit. I hope this video helps. I know it was extremely thorough, but I wanted you guys to be able to pause it, go back, see if you can analyze it, maybe put your, check your screen out and follow these steps. Even if you have no experience and you just want to save for the future, these are things that you can look at. And you guys, I go over all of this in my beginner course, my free course, and Brianna runs it. So like what I'm teaching on here is something that we're not charging for. All you have to do is study and put in the work, no matter how long it takes you. It's a skill that no one can take away from you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button so that you can get first dibs on the education that comes out. Have a good one.